Hey my friends, how are you? Let's get more news from Lakers, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Atlanta Hawks Trae Young addresses Lakers trade rumors. This past week, Atlanta Hawks point guard Trae Young launched his From the Point podcast, and the first episode was full of revelations from the mind of one of the NBA's most polarizing players. One of the topics addressed was Young's recent appearance at a Los Angeles Lakers home game in their second-round series against the Golden State Warriors a couple of weeks ago. Young addressed subsequent rumors surrounding that appearance on his podcast, after his co-host, a childhood friend named Winston, introduced the topic. "A lot of people made a lot of things out of me being at games," Young explained. "I've been to a lot of games throughout my years. I've always been a fan of the game." Porter, Jr. was indeed on the floor for the game in question. The Lakers fanbase and local media, both notorious for turning the tiniest grains of salt into the most towering of mountains, were quick to insinuate that a professional basketball player attending a professional basketball game was conclusive evidence that Young wanted out of Atlanta and was intent on pursuing a trade to the purple and gold. That being the case, Young's podcast comments should certainly provide some comfort to Hawks fans who may be fearing that the team's most impactful player since Dominique Wilkins has his sights set on greener pastures. This is not the first time in recent memory that the Atlanta Hawks point guard has been at the center of trade rumors. Just before the playoffs started this year, The Ringer's Kevin O'Connor cited league sources when he reported that the Hawks front office had received the green light from ownership to do whatever it wanted, with the implication being that those discussions could perhaps include trading away Young. Let's be clear, no actual news was broken with this report. Every front office in the NBA has the freedom to explore trade scenarios involving their team's roster. It is every NBA front office's duty to explore trade scenarios involving their team's roster. That common sense did not stop a slew of trade rumors from being created just as Atlanta was gearing up for their postseason run. Thankfully, after a rough couple of outings to open Atlanta's first-round series against the Boston Celtics, Young responded with stellar performances in Games 3 to 6, including arguably the most clutch shot of his career at the end of Game 5. And you fan, what do you think of the Trae Young situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.